Jules for 9211 coming at you with another video. This video is going to be pretty quick. I'm going to go over sequence and what to do pretty quickly, but from the beginning. Pause the video and guess on the bottom what are the two first things that you're supposed to do that I've been teaching for roughly 2 years. Pause the video after I'm going to come from 5 to 4 and reveal them. This should be the way you play. If you don't play like this, then this is the reason why you never win. It's always the same. It should never change. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully you didn't cheat. And on the bottom, you wrote down the two first steps that you should do. Step number 1 is you should always wish for 2 negations against you. No excuses. Not negotiable. You should always wish for 2 negations against you, while simultaneously looking at your hand and figuring out how to get past them to win. Set up your board. No such thing as, oh, I didn't have a circle in eternal. Oh, they negated me twice. I couldn't do it. No excuses, only results. Step number 2, drawing deep into the deck, even through the negations. Even if you have dead cards, no excuses, only results. This deck, I created it. It's a lot cheaper than the top tier. I took a lot of the top tier cards and I made it cheaper and weaker because people were complaining that the other one was too complicated to play. So this one is a lot cheaper and weaker, but I'm gonna prove it's not a deck problem, it's a player problem. Because I'm gonna go against a deck that is feared by Dark Magician players, Floowandereeze, the weakest deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! So I only have 2 life cards, everything else is dead. Dump, special, normal, activate, negate, restage, special, activate effect, stack, draw, link, activate effect, draw more, second negation, stack, activate on the graveyard, draw, play. So did you see what happened? What we wished for came true and I was prepared. And we were about to draw 2 more and those cards would have drawn us deeper into the deck. But even though we had none of these cards, and plus on top of that, it was 2 cards live, everything else dead. Notice how we have everything we need in the graveyard, on the field, and we took 2 negations, Circle and Eternal are set up. And notice what I stacked on the top. Even if we survive, Mystic is ready. It's a done deal. So I just proved that the deck has no issues. This is not even my top tier. I'm going to reveal this profile. This is a much weaker deck. And I'm still able to establish through negations. So the problem is the duelist, not the deck. If I were to play my top tier, I would have negated all that he used against me. But this is the cheaper version. Plays, so you can't special summon. Floowandereeze normal, so they don't need to special. The cards say normal summon a monster. Activates effect, gets to his hand. Normals by effect. Activate effect, he draws a special summon monster, then he normal summons again. So I banish it to stop the combo. Attack. 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 Activate, draw, normal. Spellbook, draw power. What he stopped last time, we do it anyways. Link, activate effect, special, draw, special, banish, Book of Moon, doesn't work. Access Kotaker for the link. Link again, ready to banish already again. And we can boost Dark Magician, was it 6,500? Plus we have 5,300 on the board, and removing and Mystic. So I just exposed all the duelists. Like, this is a lot cheaper and weaker deck, and I was able to establish everything even through the negations. And then I drew everything I wanted to, even though I was negated twice. Just to prove to people that it's not a deck problem, it's a duelist problem. So here's the profile. There it is. So if you take a look at it closely, it doesn't have Illusion of Chaos. It doesn't have the second Meltdown. It doesn't have Salvation. There's a lot of cards that are not on here. It doesn't have Veil, I think. And I just substituted Rageki. So basically, any card made after May 2021, I didn't put it in the deck. This is an old version. This is a 1-year-old version. If you notice, we don't even have the Timaeus Dragon. This deck is so weak, and I was able to crush that Flundereeze through negations. Just to prove to you guys that the decks are not the problem, it's the duelist. So he negated everything I did, and I still drew Spellbook Magician, remember? I banished everything, stopped all of his plays. Then I got Axis Code Talker, and Dark Magician was gonna go past 6,000 attack, and we were gonna continue to draw more cards. So there you go. I just proved it's not a deck problem. Even if I make the deck weaker, I can still take a lot of negations. Step 1, always wish for 2 negations. At the same time, figure out how to go through them. Step 2, draw deep into the deck and establish your board. No excuses, only results. And for people who think I'm lying, I'm gonna show you the top tier version. This is the top tier version. This one's the one that almost did. No, actually it did. It went past 25 duels, single duels, with no losses. And people are gonna say, didn't you say 17? Yeah, but I did 4 full matches, best out of 3. So if you add it up, it was somewhere around 25 that I won. And then after that, it lost twice in a row, but only because they were single duels. Because if they would have been matches, the single duels, I would have readjusted with my extra deck by adding more negations, like Dark Ruin of more Mystic Minds, and more skill drains. So I know I took them out, but I usually have 1 or 2 extra, so I'm gonna add it. So there you go. You can tell this one's a lot more powerful, and this one can draw up to, I think, 17 cards in the first turn, and it has a lot of negation against the opponent. So with that having been said, you guys, Dark Magic attack.